Hey everybody, it's Sean
and Angie
from Our Vision Nomadic Living, and in this video I'm going to go over some of the spare parts that we carry for critical systems in our RV.
So come along. Holy cow, this is a lot of stuff.
You know, it may seem like a lot of stuff, but we're going to break it down.
So there's a couple of organizing methods we have here with these containers that help keep all of this compact so we can put it away nice and neat.
Yeah, because we all know storage and organization is an issue with trailers.
It is. You've got to keep it all where you know where it's at, or it's lost forever.
So let's start out with some basic stuff to deal with electrical and plumbing issues that can rear their heads in these earthquakes on wheels. And the first thing is a kit of DC fuses, not only for our tow vehicle, the truck, and the trailer. And these kits can be purchased at any automotive store, off Amazon. I'll put some links down below. So I carry an assortment of fuses. One thing that doesn't come in those kits, however, is this 40 amp fuse. Now this fuse is specific to our converter. These things develop leaks going down the road.
They do.
So I carry a small kit in here with an assortment of plumbing fittings, including shark bites. Those things are awesome. Now these trailers come manufactured with PEX plumbing.
Right.
Not just the old rubber and hose clamp stuff. So in order to deal with these plumbing issues when they rear their head, I do carry a PEX crimper and a PEX hose cutter. We're not going to go over about all the tools. If you'd like to see a video with all the tools that I carry, comment below, because I do carry quite an assortment of tools. We always carry an extra ball seal for the toilet. And I did a video about replacing the ball seal not too long ago.
Yes. And mostly it probably gets the most abuse because I scrub it with a brush and Clorox.
Yeah,
which you're not supposed to, but that's what we have lube for.
Yeah, one of the things that I try to do to maintain the seal in our toilet is use some plumber's grease on it. You know, every 2 or 3 weeks, recoat that with plumber's grease as a preventative thing. But this isn't a preventative thing. This is a critical parts thing. Let's keep going. We've talked about electric. We've talked about plumbing. We didn't talk about one part of the electric system, though, Ange.
The breaker.
The breaker, that's right, because RVs come with AC systems as well as DC systems, so we also carry some spare breakers just in case.
Yes.
All right, those are some of the basic things that we carry. Now let's go into some of the one step up from the basic stuff. The suspension of the trailer. As you all have probably seen on the groups and on the videos, people occasionally have issues with their suspension.
And that's scary.
Yeah, so we carry, not only do I carry an extra set of bearings for a tire, carry seals for the drums.
But not everybody knows how to do that.
That's true. I realize that not everybody is mechanically inclined to be able to tackle those big projects.
That's a big job.
However, if you do have a failure, at least you've got the parts available immediately if you call a tech or somebody else that comes along that maybe can keep you going down the road.
And they're fairly, this is fairly small, and where we bought them at a trailer place, they were pretty inexpensive, and I'm certain if you buy them from a tech, they're going to be more.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So
anybody that, as everybody knows, when people do installations, you know, there's markup on the parts that they install.
Right.
Suspension wise, not only do we carry bearings and seals extra, landing gear. Seen videos where people's landing gears have failed, so yeah. I carry a spare front landing gear. Not so worried about the back. I mean, you can always get by if you have a back one fail, but you have a front one fail.
You ain't hooking up to your truck.
Or you're not unhooking from the truck.
Right.
And we had that issue with Angie's parents' trailer. Yeah. I'll link the video above and below. What else do we carry, Ange?
A water pump.
Yes, a water pump. I always carry a spare water pump. Why would we do that?
Because we always need water.
Yeah, we boondock quite a bit.
Yeah.
And if the water pump fails,
then you don't have water.
We definitely want to be able to take care of that issue. Now, what's in this little package?
I don't remember.
This is a spare fan for our Norcold fridge.
For the fridge.
Yes. I actually ordered this not too long ago after watching Scott and Allison of Jarhead and Ginger deal with an issue with his Norcold fridge, and he ended up having to wait, I think he said 3 weeks to get the part in to take care of it. So I just went ahead, since we have the same fridge, now I've got it on hand. If I have a failure going down the road, I can take care of that expediently. So one of the other things that we carry to help make sure that we can keep on keeping on, this is a roll of Eternabond.
Sticky, gooey, messy.
Yeah, take care of a possible leak on the roof if by chance we have some damage to the roof via a tree branch that is a little lower than we expected. Eternabond tape certainly isn't the only thing we carry. What other kind of tapes do we have in the trailer, Ange?
Gorilla tape, plumbing tape, electrical tape, just to name a few.
So a few years ago, a lot of the manufacturers went to cable-driven slides. 4 of our slides are operated by a gearbox and electrical motor. Fortunately for us,
we haven't needed it.
we haven't needed it. But isn't that kind of the way it works?
That's right. If you're prepared, you won't need it.
I understand that this could be an intimidating job for somebody to do themselves if they don't have the knowledge and experience. However, having the part with you can make the difference between dealing with a big problem.
Right.
Not being able to get your slide in or out.
We actually have been to different parks where we have seen people not be able to get their slides in, and they've had to manually push them in and get them to a shop, and sometimes they haven't been all the way in, and that's scary. So having the option to be able to fix that is
immediately.
And that's
part of what we're getting at here. Having these parts on hand can save you the expense of waiting for the parts to be ordered.
Right.
And if it's a critical system that makes your RV, unlivable for the time, it could potentially save you having to get a hotel room for a night or two while your trailer's in the shop getting worked on.
Well, because shops are backed up, and if you didn't buy your trailer from that shop, you're kind of at the bottom of the list. So you're not a priority. So if you have some of your parts, sometimes you can get away with like a mobile tech because you've got the parts that he can help you
immediately
fix it.
He comes out, diagnoses the system. He may come to you and say, well, this is what it's going to take. I need to go back to the shop and order. You're like, no, hold on. We got it right here.
Right.
Along with the motor and gearbox, I carry a spare set of cables for the slide as well.
Right.
Not only do I have my water fittings in this neat little kit that I got at Harbor Freight, which wasn't that expensive.
I think it was like $8.
Yeah, I carry a lot of screws, and then in this particular kit, I carry spare parts for our water heater and our furnace. Back in 1998, after we bought our first travel trailer, I bought this. And I have carried this in 3 different RVs with us over the time, and I use it occasionally. This is a book that was written by Bob Livingston, and Bob was one of the
writers for Trailer Life.
Yes, and a mechanic, and I'm not exactly sure what Bob's up to now, but if Bob sees this video, I just want to give a big shout out to Bob Livingston, because if you're an RVer, this is your Bible in the trailer.
Right, but nowadays we have YouTube, which is fabulous.
But I still keep this just in case we're worried. I can't
what if we don't have service?
So all of that fits on this table, except for the front leg leaned up against the table.
Right. Right. And it gets put away, and it's pretty clean and compact, and it's doable. I have way more stuff than you.
So, Ange, was that intimidating?
No, it wasn't intimidating. There's things that I wouldn't do personally, but I would have the part so someone else could do it. So it's not intimidating.
And that's our hope here. Again, we understand that not everybody has the mechanical abilities to resolve their issues, but having those parts with you can certainly save you time and aggravation going down the road. And as you can see behind me, what is this, Ange?
It's our chemical cupboard where our TV used to be.
Yes. Those of you that have followed our channel probably have seen this before. This was Angie's idea, and I've absolutely loved it. Our trailer came with an outside TV, and I understand some people really enjoy their outside TVs. For us, for the first couple of years we had the trailer, we used it once or twice, and it was the grandkids that wanted to watch. So what I did was I removed the outside TV, and that's where I store my chemicals, so they're easy to get at. I can just come out here, grab a tube of Dicor if I need to, grab some grease if I need to, spray lube for the rubber seals on our slides. It has just made my life that much easier.
Right.
All right. Well, if you like the video, what do you do, Ange?
Give us a thumbs up.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe and follow our journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you down the road.
Bye. It's kind of like the junk drawer.
Kinda.
Yes.
No,
Good.
that's too much. I need to break that up. That's my fault. I need to. Hi, I'm Sean.
Kinda.